For those who are already past their childhood, they want to rectify being able to reclaim some of those skill sets that's been missing throughout their education. What would you recommend they do? And for them as parents, what would you recommend the parents do for the kids who are still in that state of exploring?
Great question. We are always in a state of childhood. We are always in the kindergarten classroom, no matter how old we are. And to first recognize that each one of us has an inner child that is still confused, still insecure, still cold and scared and alone, right? We get to parent ourselves now. We get to parent that inner child. And whether or not you have a child, if you're an adult, you are in the parenting generation, right? So you're of the age where you could have children. People choose not to, and that's fine. But if you're at an age where children are still looking up to you for how to be in the world, when you're aware of that, you carry yourself a little differently, especially when you're around children. You become aware of your speech, the quality of your speech, the words you choose, right? We need to be doing that with one another. We need to start seeing the inner child in one another and treating one another as if, not in a condescending, okay, little child kind of way, but to recognize that we are all lost travelers. We are all little children inside. It doesn't matter how successful or powerful you are. Doesn't matter how wealthy or poor you are.
Yeah.
We all have an inner child. And so to start there with that recognition and to tap into your inner child and play, find a time to play. We get so caught up in the gains that we're trying to achieve that we forget to play with ourselves, with one another. We forget to go run and climb a tree. It's never too late to do that. Do it at the level that you can, right? Even if you're in a wheelchair, right? If you're, I live with disabilities, physical disabilities, and I can't climb trees anymore. But you know, the beauty of being a human being is that you can imagine and you can wheel yourself or get yourself out into nature, or with help, go out into nature and look up into the tree and imagine yourself climbing the tree. I don't know that a dog or a snake can imagine themselves in a situation other than they're in, but human beings can do that. And it's never too late to practice. The imagination is like a muscle, right? We go to the gym to work out our physical muscles. Well, we need to go to the imagination gym. We need to draw and doodle. It doesn't matter if you're a master artist. It doesn't have to be good. Just put a color on a piece of white paper and see where it leads you, right? Simple things like that. And for people who have children in their care, whether they be parents or grandparents or caregivers or adoptive or foster parents, take the time to learn the unique qualities of the child in your care. No child can be forced into a box and survive, right? Every one of us comes equipped with certain skills, certain abilities, certain proclivities, desires, passions, interests. That's an organic process of unfolding, like a flower unfolds. And we need to go back to allowing that process organically to unfold in every single unique being, every child. Notice it, respect it, and help the healthy guidance and growth. And if you don't know the skills, if you don't have the skills to help your child, if they want to be a football player, if they want to be an accountant, if they want to be a street sweeper or a great artist, if you don't have those skills, go and learn something. Go and find a master to teach you the basics, so that you can guide your child or introduce those masters to your child as they grow and in an age-appropriate way.
Good advice. How is success like origami?
How is success like origami? Well, what I know of the art of origami is that it takes focus, it takes dexterity, it takes versatility and vision, and it also is holistic in that every gesture of origami affects your physical biological system, your organs, and all the synapses in your brain and your nerve endings and everything else. It's quite complex. So I would say that it's like origami because it's holistic and it affects, you know, all of the systems in your body, and you can't separate them out and only focus on your intellect. You have to focus on your heart, you have to focus on your health and the workings of your organs, and understand that your organ health directly affects your mental health. Mental health. Very important.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So that's how success is like in origami.